Okay, guys, we're recording now. Okay, let me slide in on it. Okay, I'm gonna slide in on it. Hold on. Let me know when you're recording, Emoji J. Okay, welcome to Theory Thursday, everybody. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a safe space where we dive deep, think differently, and question everything in a fun and curious way. Hi, Des. Hi, Michael. Welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, so tonight's topic is out of this world, literally. We're talking about aliens and life beyond Earth. I am going to start with a poll. We have a few special guests that will be joining me in the box in about 5 or 10 minutes. You guys can start requesting the box if you're a special guest, or if I have already spoken to you and gave you permission to request the box tonight, please do so. Let me get this poll situated so I can just read the room. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Are we okay? Let me not read it out loud. Okay, so I'm gonna make the poll free. And if you are here now, please take time to answer that poll so we can get a read of the room of, thank you, Steph Harvey, if we believe in aliens. Do we believe in aliens? Is there any naysayers here? Whoa, there's one. Let's see. Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you guys for answering the poll. Can I see the results? Let's see. E.T. phone home. Oh, goodness. I love that. Okay, so I see 6 people voted yes. 1 person has voted no. I don't really know how the polls, like how long they stay up. You don't see the poll? Oh. Yeah, maybe try leaving and coming back. I'm not really a professional at this poll stuff yet. That's funny. Okay, so for those of us just joining, let's just do a show plug. I am going to be doing what's called show plugs. I'm going to try to do about every 7 to 10 minutes, guys. Thank you for answering the poll as you see it. Welcome to Theory Thursday, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a safe space where we dive deep, think differently, and question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight, we will be discussing aliens and life beyond Earth. Okay, yes, I see we have a lot of believers. We're not from here. We're not. Okay, so I am going to break down tonight into 4 parts. We're going to play a few games. Thank you guys for answering the poll. The first part we're going to discuss is regarding the government. Welcome, Queen Vicky. Part 2 will be about first contact and we're going to play out some different scenarios and hypothetical games. And then part 3 will be about who or what aliens really are. And part 4 will be about aliens in today's pop culture. Let me see. Has anyone started requesting the box? If any of my special guests are here, you guys can start requesting the box at this time. We're going to start with part 1, which is the government knows something. Okay, Supreme, Dr. V, hi, Royalty. Lola, if you're here, you can request the box too. Okay, thank you all for being here. Royalty, welcome. I see you. Okay, let's let Lola get in the box. Okay, guys. So we're going to talk about, first we're going to talk about the government knows something. I guess I want to ask first, when I was researching this topic, what popped out most to me was the name change of the UFO to UAPs. Have any of you here heard of that or no?
Yeah, definitely. They
Yeah.
changed they changed it because the UFO thing was a little tinfoil hat kind of thing, and now they noticing that it's a real thing. So they said, we got to change this thing up to UAPs to make it more marketable. You understand what I'm saying? Like more, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Presentable for. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So according to Google, it was like people are wondering if it was like a PR move or if it's some sort of like panic control. But basically, it was driven by a desire to move away from the popular cultural associations of UFO. So UFO means unidentified flying objects. For anyone who may not know that, and the government has changed it the name of UFO to now a UAP, which is an unidentified aerial phenomenon. So that was a little bit interesting to me. I feel like why change the name? Does that interest you at all, Supreme, Lola, or Royalty?
Can you tell us what it meant again?
Oh yeah, so UAP is the unidentified aerial phenomena. So basically, instead of just an unidentified flying object, they're saying that's too. They need they need a more like conclusive way of saying that it's not just flying objects that we're seeing and wondering about. So they changed it to the aerial phenomena because sometimes it might be like some weird star or some weird like sighting that's not something flying and it's more just floating or existing there, you know. I think it's pretty interesting.
Okay. I like UFO better.
Yeah, UFO still sounds better. I think it could be some form of panic control too. Like they feel like maybe we're getting too close to understanding about this whole phenomena. So let's change the name, kind of get a fresh start going, for the next generation. In a few years from now, other than the people that have already known about the UFO, kids are going to grow up hearing the word in school of, UAP, which is.
Especially, that's a good point. And with the rollout of AI, you need a whole new branding of the unidentified objects we've seen.
It makes sense. It does make sense. Hide more documents and other things. Then when you go do research about unidentified aerial phenomena, you're not going to get as much information as you would if you type up and want to research a UFO, But yeah, we can move on, guys. I just wanted to throw that out there, kind of like, okay, I feel like the government knows something. Does anyone else want to add to part one about you feeling like the government knows something about aliens?
I think that I didn't hear that the name had changed, but I do think that changing it from associating it what people have clearly seen, and they can't tell people they haven't seen things, from like an object to instances, is their way of trying to semi-agree, like, okay, yeah, this what you're seeing is real, but we all know that anything that they have control over, they're going to still continue to hide it. So I feel like it was a way to kind of say like, okay, cat's out the bag now, but still not reveal everything that should be.
Right.
I like that.
It's true indeed, and you know what's funny? Of course, the government got stuff that they hide. We have too many incidents, especially with the 1947 incident with Roswell. That's one of the biggest UAP UFO cover-up there is to date. It's actually a famous international cover-up. So yeah, man, they know a lot of stuff, special different technologies they have, uh, that they actually retrieve from these crash sites, and they reverse engineer, just like fiber optics. That's one of them, and there's a bunch of others that they get from these crash sites, and they reverse engineer, and they they actually provide it to us. So hell yeah, they know something. Sorry.
Definitely know something. Nah, I go on tangents like that too. I do have a question though that we can end part 1 on before we move into the next one. We're talking about, we feel like the government knows something, and there's been some files that has been leaked, but who do you think will not only contact a different type of being or alien, but will also expose the contact? Who do you think, if anyone, would be the person or entity or government agency? Elon Musk, a random TikToker? What do we think? I think Elon, if anybody, I think he would figure it out and start really planting the seeds for everyone to be able to contact aliens if they wanted to too.
I would say that, I feel like that's just surface because he don't even believe in aliens. He don't believe in UFOs or UAPs. He don't have no belief in it at all. So I think will be part of the cover up if there was a situation, because you can't be that prominent and not have information about, the man wants to live on Mars. He knows about other life forms. So
Yeah.
I feel as if he will be part of the cover up. I feel like it will be, if there was, I feel like how they will come at us talking about alien life, I think it will come with microorganisms. So they will say that there's microorganisms or life from another planet, that is living, breathing organisms, but there's not like physical humanoids. I don't think they will come and say that.
Okay. Supreme, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying about Trump. I think he would have something to do with it. Whether it was him, they would have somebody. They got their ways of putting it out there.
Okay.
But I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Royalty or Lola, did you guys have any input in that one?
I agree. I feel like they're gonna do it, but they're gonna kind of softly put it in there. Like, yeah, you might have saw this, but you didn't see this whole lab that we got full of them down here. So it's like they gonna slowly but surely put it in your face, even though they have been for years with movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. They know, and it's probably gonna be Trump that's gonna probably do it. Most likely, he gonna tie all the lies. You all need to know that there are aliens out here. Excuse my impersonation, but yeah.
I like that. That was funny. Lola, what you feeling like when it comes to the explosion?
I was gonna say it's already been exposed. It's just a matter of like how court cases go. When you have a jury, if you just have one person that does not, you know what I'm saying? What is it called? They can't decide beyond a reasonable doubt. If it's one person that cannot agree with all the other jurors, then it could be hung easy as that. It could be a mistrial, it could be all different. So it's like, when it comes to the people, that's literally the reason why it feels stuck as like a phenom or a conspiracy, because it's just, all it takes is just a small number, and they can continue to feed us what they want to feed us through the entertainment. So I feel like it's already exposed. And if you believe in and practice telepathic communication, we're already communicating. It's just a matter of how far we want to take it.
I love how you said that. I'm gonna just do another show plug real quick. If you are just tuning in, thank you for stopping by and welcome to Theory Thursday. We host this every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a safe space where we dive deep, we think differently, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight's topic is aliens. We are just finishing up part 1, which is the government knows something. They know something. They leave in clues. They know something. Stud Barbie, I do see you. Lola, if you would like to just fall into the comments for now. If someone, I know Dr. DJ has to leave shortly, so when he leaves, just request the box again, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay, we are going to be moving into part 2. Let me let Stud Barbie up. Okay, so part 2 is regarding our first contact. I said, Barbie.
Yeah.
I do just want to stop everyone and say, hey, everybody, thank you for being here again, including Lola. Make sure you are faving everybody. I appreciate everybody. I know everybody here is dope vibes, so that's cool. I think we have a bit of an echo coming from this stuff, Barbie. This next section is pretty fun, guys. It's really fun. So it's regarding first contact, peace or panic, switching devices. Welcome, Lucid. If aliens came to Earth, would the world unite or fall apart? We're gonna start with Supreme, since you're here, and then we'll work our way around.
I think we would fall apart. We're already falling apart with our own. We need some help. I don't think that would work. I don't know, like, how they would come. You know what I'm saying? Are they coming in peace? Or are they're a whole different species? So I don't think that would go well.
Okay. What about you, Stud Barbie?
They're already here if we don't have our stuff together. So no, we won't unite since it's not gonna start when no. If anything, since they're already here, when more of us come into shock about it, I think it won't be peaceful, because my theory is that when they are presented to us, it won't be presented in the way that they would have presented to us. I think they'll scare us, use it as a scare tactic. You know, here's an alien invasion, you know, that kind of thing. But they're already here and they're already among us, and we're still all not kumbaya. So, oh well.
Okay, I hear you. What about you, Royalty?
I feel like it's gonna be a half and half type of thing. So it's like most of us are already accepted the fact that, you know, we're not alone, or we even are the ones to be aliens in the first place. So I feel like, you know, once more people start to learn and understand that it is other people that's out there that look like them or may not look like them, I think everybody will be, well, half of the people will be on board, and then the other half will be, like Stud Barbie said, and be scared, you know, terrified, thinking they're about to die on the spot, probed, and all this other stuff. So it's like a half and half with me.
Okay, I hear you. What about you, Dr. DJ?
Well, he said like if an alien literally came and landed on this planet and descended from a UFO, right? If that happened, right? All religious faiths and practices will crumble in an instant, overnight. That's one thing. That's the first thing that will happen. Nobody will believe in any outside deity. They will just go within, because, you know, they will understand that we're not alone. Which study says something that's similar to what I was going to say, but that's a whole nother long story. But yeah, that's the first thing that will happen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for the feedback. I agree on the terms of 50-50, there will be some people that are too much in their masculinity to where they will want to be on the defense. And then I feel like if aliens came down and they didn't come down busting at us, like shooting at us, and they just make it to our planet and get off their spaceship, I am welcome to any technology or health practices or like universal secrets that they may hold, right? And I feel like that's actually this hypothetical game that we're getting into, guys. So I appreciate you guys for kind of stepping into there already. The hypothetical game goes. The hypothetical game goes, you are the UN's first point of contact team, right? So you work for the United Nations, and an alien spacecraft makes contact with you. You have three options. Are you going to send a peace message? Or are you going to send a show of strength? Or are you going to wait and observe? And now we're going to start with Dr. DJ. Welcome.
I would definitely do a mixture of a peace message and a wait and observe. I'm definitely not going to want to get like any violent interactions, even though it has been known in history that the government interacted with UAPs and UFOs violently. But me personally, I wouldn't engage with them because I'm interested of what's going on. You know, what y'all trying to do. You know, y'all trying to advance civilization technologically, or y'all trying to cause some harm. What's really going on around here? I'm interested.
I'm interested too. Royalty, would you send a peace message? Would you send a show of strength? Or would you wait and observe?
I'll wait and observe. I gotta see what they own, because just because they might look like us, might act like us and everything like that, doesn't mean they won't be trying to take us out too. Like, it might be like a anybody can get it type of thing. So I'm gonna wait and see what they do before I just reach out like, yeah, come here.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. Welcome to the stream. Let me just do a show plug really quick, guys. Oh wait, Steph Barbie, no, you go first, and then I'll do a show plug.
I'm totally gonna wait and observe. I'm sure there's some aliens out there that are peaceful. I'm sure there's some that want to eat us too. We just gonna have to mess around and find out. And we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to make sure that everything's on the up and up, because my planet comes first. Hello.
Okay, guys, if you are just tuning in, welcome to Theory Thursday. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm an alien. I'm an alien. This is a safe space where we dive deep, we think differently, and we question everything in a fun and a curious way. Tonight's topic is aliens and other beings outside of the world. Part 1 was regarding the government knowing something. Part 2 we're currently on, and it's regarding first contact and hypothetical situations. Oh, actually, we just finished that up, and now we're moving into part 3, which is the some say section. Okay. So I do have a few questions before we move into part 3 officially.
Can I say my?
Oh, Supreme. Sorry. Yes.
It's okay. No, I was just gonna say, I would definitely show a sign of strength. Yeah, I don't like to be like ambushed. You can't ambush.
Okay.
That was
She's gonna jump. She's gonna jump. She's feeling froggy. She's alien. She's gonna jump. Okay.
Sit back and observe, but that's something you like. They're out our species. So
yeah. I like the mix here. I like how Dr. DJ said he would send a peace signal. And I like how Royalty and Stud Barbie said that they would they would wait and observe. And I appreciate how Supreme is saying she would send a show of strength. This is actually showing us kind of how we were just talking about, how different people will react differently. We see it firsthand right here. I'm actually the alien, and you guys are all telling me how you would be susceptible to me. Some of you may not. Supreme won't. She ready to throw. She says she don't care. They could have been coming to teach us technology, but also they could be coming to eat us. So I get it. I get it either way.
Or treat us like terraform us and make us be slaves.
We could possibly together. I love all the different perspectives. But now it's war. War is necessary sometimes. The second question. Oh, if we are skipping over, guys, I'm trying to stick to this weird script that I made. I'm trying to do it for the camera. So just let me know. Let me know. Like, hey, Rose, don't forget me, and we'll do it. The second question is regarding communication. How would we talk to beings with different biology or senses? Meaning, what if they talk through smells, colors, or dreams? Hi, Big Mama. We're gonna start with Royalty. Then we'll go to Dr. DJ, Supreme, and Stud Barbie.
Can you repeat the question, please?
How would you, sorry. Hold on a second.
Royalty, the question was, how would we talk to beings with different biology or senses? What if we talk to smells, colors, or dreams?
Yes. How would you you could pick either one. How would you talk to them? Like, what do you think the aliens talking? You could also say skip me or pass if you feel like you don't really understand the question or want to hear other answers before you answer. Tongues is crazy.
that is kind of crazy. I'm gonna probably have to go with like dreams first. I feel like
those talking Greek.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, what about you, Dr. DJ? How would you talk to the aliens if you had the chance?
From personal experiences and other people that I hear about, it's always like you just hear things in your head. So it's like a telepathy type of thing, you know what I mean? It's like the words is just imported in your head some type of weird way. Now, I had that happened to me. That's like a whole nother experience, a whole nother story. But yeah, the short version is like some words just in my head coming from somebody else, another fucking human, another humanoid. And I was like, what the heck? So, yeah.
Okay, I agree. I also agree with the comments about the light language. What about you, Supreme?
Listen, I just would keep my artillery heavy. That's all I know when you're talking about aliens. That's all I know. Ain't no talking to no alien. I don't want to communicate.
Everybody needs a Supreme around. I'm gonna be real. We all need a Supreme around, for real. She's like Mad Max from Shadows. What about you, Stud Barbie?
I think I'm gonna have to try to start off with some music. I don't know if we're gonna have the same body, so I don't know if I can do body language with somebody who doesn't have the same body as me. But I think that sound, that music, kind of speaks to everybody. Probably gonna go with some house music, you know.
I like it. I think that way.
I might even confuse them with my exotic house music uns dance, but and then if that doesn't work, I might throw on a feel-good movie and see if they'll cry. Because whenever I meet somebody who doesn't speak the same language as me, we usually understand those two things, music and movies. All right.
I love that actually. For me, guys, I would say I would try to speak to them through food. If they got to the planet, I would definitely try to feed them. You know, like I come bearing gifts, like, you know, like listen to my heart based on this batter from my fried chicken. They're gonna taste it and they're gonna be like, oh, this is a beautiful planet. You know what I mean? I promise you. I promise you. Okay, guys.
Or they might destroy you for trying to make them eat an animal.
I just said that.
Goddess chicken. We worship chickens.
Study, I just said that. Study, I
We
said.
worship chickens.
Yo,
Where
I
I'm
said,
from.
yo, we don't even eat that. Off with your head.
That was
Like
my
a fruit platter. I'll try like a fruit platter on the side. And that'll kind of show them. I'll try to bring them a few different varieties, you know, like a fruit platter, like, okay, you know, we have variety here. Oh, that was a fun one. That was a fun one. Can everybody go like this for a second? You're not from here. Okay, so it's 6:32 my time, so I think Dr. DJ is leaving. Lola, are you still in the building? If so, you can request the box. Ooh, that was fun. So if you are just tuning in, hi Skippy Dippy. Give me 1 second, let me add Lola to the box. If you are just tuning in, welcome to Theory Thursday. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a safe space where we dive deep, we think differently, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. This week, the topic is aliens and life beyond Earth. We've already discussed the government knows something, and we've talked about our first contact scenarios and hypotheticals. Next, we're going to be moving into the some say section. But before we move into that, Lola, welcome. I do want to give you a chance to say how you would respond, not only to the hypothetical game, but also to how you would talk to them. So if you were the UN's first contact team and you received a signal from an alien, are you going to respond with a peace message, a show of strength, or will you wait and observe?
So I think it would be all three of them just in a certain order. And I'm sure they would have some type of protocol, but if it was like me trying to like take that risk and add in like, you know, like, oh my goodness, they reaching out to me or I'm in this position, I think I would do the piece first. Because if they reaching out, I'm not trying to come crazy initially because I just want to just like, okay, let's keep it cool. And then I will wait and observe what happens after that. Probably before I tell anybody else if they can't already see that I'm getting communication. And then I would have to be like, all right, okay, we ready. You know what I'm saying? Get into the break. Kind of like that.
Oh, that is so funny. I like that answer. With that being said, right, the alien gets to your planet and they're here and they're getting off of their spaceship. If in any way, what is the way that you would like to communicate with them? We don't have the same biology or senses. How would you communicate?
Well, I did make a comment that I felt like it's all still telepathic in nature. If I'm not using anything outside of myself. So even if it was, I heard you mention like smell or just like different senses, it's all energy. So I think that in a way, even if it may have been a little bit of a lag, I feel like it wouldn't be hard to and this is super personal because of how I do spirit communication currently. It wouldn't be hard for me to get on that frequency and figure out how to connect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they have appeared in whatever form to talk, face to face, voice to voice, they have either been allowed to come into this atmosphere or just something. So I think that it wouldn't be as foreign to me as we assume.
Okay.
That's just my perspective.
It'll feel like second nature. It'll kind of feel like something that our body already knew how to do, or our spirit knew how to do. Okay. I like that answer. Okay, so we are going to move into the next part, which is part 3. Oh, okay, we're only on part 3. I was like, where's time going? But okay, it makes sense. Okay, so part 3 is the some say section. Who or what are aliens? I'm gonna spit a few of the some says that I've seen. I'll go around and ask you guys if you want to add a some say that you've heard, and then I'll ask my question for this section, then we'll move on to the next section, okay? So, who or what are aliens? Some say aliens exist here now, but at higher frequencies than we can usually perceive. Just something to think about. Some say that aliens are simply future humans sent to study us, observe, or prevent us from self-destruction. Just something else to think about. Some say that aliens are pure consciousness, energy, or light, not physical at all. Just something to think about. There's also ancient texts that describe glowing, floating beings with no solid form. Just something to add. Some say that some humans have some form of alien DNA, which has created some sort of evolved human species. And then my last some say we are the aliens and Earth is just Earth. Okay, with all that being said, we're going to start with Supreme, and we'll work our way around from lowest to Barbie to Rose. Do you have any some says that you've heard regarding aliens? Okay. What about you, Lola?
I think that it would be the only thing that, I mean, other than like a lot of stuff in the most recent years, alien has always, to some say for me, alien is always associated with the way that they've been depicted in movies. And a lot of people, and like the actual image that's shared, you know, all the time of what either someone saw that some beings did actually look like or what they thought that they saw. For me personally, because I'm big on words, like the alien is a broader term because it could be anything that's foreign to any other atmosphere, whether it's a country, a planet, or whatever. But then extraterrestrial is specifically saying something that is not from Earth. And so when we had Theory Thursday, the last time I joined, I had mentioned that of my belief of that, just first off, our ability to incarnate as you know, different things. And we were talking about like astral travel, so we talking about dimensions and planes and just all that type of stuff. I think that human beings are a thing that could be separate from other beings. And I know that the soul is what tethers the human being to Earth. So extraterrestrials comes into play because it would be anything that does not have that origination and tethered to Earth. That's what I think. But my main some say would just be, it's always the green, you know what I'm saying?
Green light.
Misshapen head, you know, which is cool. I got all types of clothes with that on there, but I think that that's all I've ever really seen. And it's just more different of think pieces now, you know, as internet influencers are evolving with them, you know, having their platforms and stuff, just talking about their opinion. But yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Steph? Any some says that you want to add to the conversation?
Some say we can't go to their planet. I say we can.
I say that too.
I think we can. You don't have to work really hard on it, but we can.
I agree.
They can come here, we can go there.
Oh, yeah. If they're out there, we can find them. What about you, Rose?
Just the main ones that you was talking about for real. We just watching sci-fi movies and just seeing how they depict them and portray them. So I don't think I have my own personal experience yet. So I'm gonna just go with it, you know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for that feedback. I'm going to ask you this question, and then we're going to move to part 4. What is one question that you would ask an alien if one was here tonight? If I exposed that I was an alien, what question would you want to ask me? We're going to start with royalty this time.
Dang, it's like you want to ask so much.
I'm gonna smoke this. Alicia, we can't smoke right now. I'm recording.
He gonna ask that to the aliens.
That's what he's gonna ask.
Oh!
So this is featured. We're not doing it, and the alien says yes.
You know, he tried to skip to the script, right? But I agree with Alicia for sure.
That would be cool.
Okay. We can skip you for now.
Yeah. I think I need to pick one answer. I feel like I would ask 1,000 questions. Just based off the scene.
What's like the top ones that pop to your head?
What frequencies do they use to communicate with us, or to communicate with each other? Like, is frequency even real to them? Like, what's real to them? If they wasn't real to us, like, are we real to them? In a sense.
What are your plans with human race? I would say, I would ask them, what's their biggest fear? What would you ask them, Stud Barbie?
I'm gonna ask them, how can I help you? Because whichever alien I'm talking to, that's not the leader of the aliens. He's probably lost, or somebody sent him. Like, he's not the big dog alien. So I'm gonna have to help him out, try to get him wherever he needs to go. Are you lost?
I love how you think. Oh my goodness.
You need to hide, because he might have to hide. If he's out here with us, he might have to hide. He might need some safety.
Yeah, I like those questions too, Alicia. That's That's real though. Like, how can I help you? My customer service skills can come.
Hungry?
Right. I got some chicken or fruit, if that's not your thing,
Anything like someone seeking asylum, I would treat them probably the same. Like, if you came from another country, I'd treat you just the same.
No, I feel on that. What about you, Lola?
So I would start with asking them, do they know me? Because really I have to test the spirits. Any spirit that approaches me, I have to see, do they know me? Because, in the spirit realm, it's like, okay, in other realms, if like she was saying, somebody higher may have sent you. I don't know, but I need to understand the connection before I give too much, because then I might have to immediately, if I believe that we can speak telepathically, what if I don't want you to pick up on my thoughts or anything? You know what I'm saying? I need to know if you know who I am, and then we can start getting into like why. And that's when I feel like they start connecting to why you approached me. Maybe we do have something to accomplish together, or maybe it was just information that I needed to have from the interaction. But I'm first going to text to be like, yeah, do you know me? Who sent you? Type thing. Like, what's my name? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first thing I'm gonna say. And because like here in this existence, it's like, yeah, I have a birth name, I have an artist name, but then in the spirit realm, none of those names, it's you know what I'm saying? I'm not called by that. I'm not known by that. So I would really be curious to know how deep it goes. Because people, if we know humans can mask, and we know that we're saying that the aliens have already been among us and are masking, who knows who's really approaching and who, you know what I'm saying, who's behind the avatar.
Right. I like that. What about you, Susan? What would you actually
said, I don't want to communicate.
Oh, she already said it. She ain't doing no talking. They not like us. They're not from here. That mother is not real. Okay.
Don't need friends.
Right. Nope. She said, nah, I'm cool with this one. Okay, guys. So real quick, show plug time. For those that have just joined or just tuning in, welcome to Theory Thursday, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a safe space where we dive deep, think differently, and we question everything in a fun and a curious way. Tonight's topic is aliens and life beyond Earth. We have already discussed part 1, which is the government knows something. Part 2 was our first contact scenarios and hypotheticals. Part 3 was the who or what are aliens, or some say section. Now we're moving into part 4, which is aliens in pop culture. So the main question here is, are we being soft prepped through Hollywood movies? Do you guys think Hollywood knows? The Hollywood writers knows, and they are dropping clues in movies.
Yep.
Let's start with Stubborn this time and work our way through to get around.
For sure. And my favorite movie is going to be Men in Black. Even though I got E.T. right here, I've never seen this one. But Men in Black is going to be the one for me to go to. These are the guys that are saying that they're not called the Men in Black anymore. You know, the movie done came out and we were like, Men in Black, Men in Black. So they have switched up the name, but they're still out here helping them, making sure they assimilate. You know, when you saw that movie, you saw them take it right off. That was them telling us like they're among us. They're just look around and you'll see. Whether it's a soft prep or not, no. It's people telling people things that we couldn't have told you otherwise. We write books, we make movies, we make TV shows. We want to share the information, but we can't be just disclosing because we don't believe each other. We some of us need just a little bit more. But it's not soft prep. It's just lost information.
Okay, I like that. Well said. Okay, Royalty, how do you feel? You think like media is preparing us, or it's just imagination?
Definitely think it's preparing us. It's like one end. I guess it all depends on who's controlling the narrative. You know, some people are putting it out there to scare most of us in control, to where when they do finally be able to reveal themselves and everything like that, that starts a war. And then on the other hand, like I'm trying to think of a good movie. I guess like some Independence Day type things where they want that war. But on the other side, some of them making movies where aliens are good. It's mainly kid movies though. So like they're getting the kids ready but they want the adults to be scared and everything.
Okay. Supreme, do you feel like media and movies are preparing us, or do you think it's just their imagination at work?
No, I definitely believe they always put us up on it before it actually happens with everything. I was actually one of the ones that said I didn't believe in aliens.
Oh, in the poll?
Yes,
Wow, okay, I couldn't see who answered what. I gotta figure that out.
yeah, that was me. Like actual aliens, like, you know, the ones we see in the movies, like I don't believe those exist, but like you know what I'm saying, they already here. They look like us. You know what I'm saying? They can change figures. They probably, you know what I'm saying? Like able to teleport, able to do a lot of stuff that we aren't able to do, and we just don't know it yet. That's where all that comes from. But, yeah, I definitely believe they're preparing us and holding back until they. I mean, they already building all kind of robots. They're taking over, so you know that could be the next thing. Because they just trying to get us off the earth.
Great. Let's clear them out and start fresh. Okay, but how you feel about it, Lola?
I do believe that it has a lot to do with like consent and what's allowed in this realm. So that's why I'm not gonna say I know exactly why entertainment was chosen, but that was the chosen way to expose us to, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things on that whole spoon feeding vibe. I'm not sure if it was necessarily prep, just like so that you can't say you didn't know. So because like I was saying before, I do feel like it's still going to always be a percentage, even if it's very small, that's going to still be like, no, it's you know, not really believe maybe in the same way that larger groups of people do. But I actually like sci-fi as a genre and all the other subgenres up underneath. I really enjoy some of the stories that they came up with, and I do feel like maybe people may just like how we were saying, like them being around us for long time and communicating and giving information. Who knows? Maybe the stories have truth to them coming from inspiration from other, you know, as a writer, that's truly what I believe. I'm trying to choose my words carefully, but really, I really do believe in divine inspiration. And so I think it's possible to, you know, get information to be able to elevate ourselves because that's what all existence is about, evolution. And then I believe in reincarnation. So you get to a certain point in the life cycle and it starts all over again. So yeah, I feel it's definitely in all types of entertainment. And the visual depictions is what gets us the most, gets our attention and gives us something because the way that our natural brain works now, we have almost like a catalog of all this stuff just stored inside all the things that we've been exposed to. So, I mean, I don't know. Now with the government's involvement, maybe they because this is all separate entities that we're talking about. Could it be aliens that work with the government? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean the government is in control of the alien situation. So I think that it could be some that, you know, could be benevolent, could have intention to help to raise vibration, does have good intentions for humanity and doesn't want to see us in the situation that we're in. But that's duality. Because then it's all the ones that don't, and all the ones that fight against us, and all the ones that we should, or that we develop, you know, fears about. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Okay, I appreciate all of your perspectives. We are gonna close it out. I have a little game before I do my outro. I do just want to do another show plug real quick. If you are just tuning in now, we are basically finishing up with Theory Thursday. This happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a safe space where we dive deep, we think differently, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight's topic was about aliens. We went through a few fun parts, and we are going to end it out with a fast, fun, quick game. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask 5 questions. It's an alien this or that game. We're gonna just start with Supreme each time, work our way around Lola, Steph, Barbie, Royalty, myself, Supreme. We'll keep that rotation going. After Supreme answers, Lola answers. Steph, Barbie, don't wait for me to tell you. Just answer after that person answers. Keep it short and sweet, and let's see how this goes, okay? So, who would your alien best friend be? Stitch from Lilo and Stitch or E.T.?
E.T.
E.T.
Stitch, he speak English. Come on.
I'm an 80s baby.
Well, family means family. Family means no one gets left behind. Okay, Stitch. Okay, part 2. Where would you live in the galaxy? Like a sparkly space castle? Not right now, son. A sparkly, not right now, son. Okay, thank you. A sparkly space castle or a cozy moon cave? Sparkly space castle or a cozy moon cave?
The sparkly space cat.
Cozy Moon cave all the way. Moon. Everything is the moon. I love the moon.
I'll take Moon Cave for 500.
I'm gonna have to rock with the moon cave as well.
I'm going with that sparkly space castle. Okay, next one. What would your alien ride be? A rainbow rocket or like a flying alien unicorn? Sorry, girls. Rainbow rocket or a flying alien unicorn?
Rainbow rocket.
All the way. You see his color. Rainbow rocket. All the way.
I need to be inside the rocket. I think traveling on the horse at that speed might mess up my hairdo.
That was so funny. I will say, yeah, I want to try the unicorn, the flying unicorn, but that's like a horse for me on Earth. Okay. What would you rather eat for a space snack? Zero gravity pizza or glow in the dark ice cream? Pizza or ice cream? Zero gravity or glow in the dark?
Glow in the dark ice cream.
The ice cream, because I can't have dairy either way, but at least I'm glowing.
Take that pizza. Glow in the dark anything is questionable. I'm good on that. Why are you glowing?
I'm going with the ice cream.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the ice cream too. I want a little glow. Okay, how would you say hello in alien language? Would you say bleep, blop, bleep, or would you telepathic brainwaves if you had the chance? Bleep, blop, bleep, or just
Telepathic brainwave.
Telepathic.
I might have to bleep, blop, bleep them because if I try to just concentrate too hard, they might think I'm Gandalf, you know, like a gorilla. If I try to just like, yo, read my mind.
I knew she was gonna say that.
They might see it as a threat. So I'm gonna just hit them with the, you know, like you know, like Bismarck and Men in Black when he, you know what I'm talking about? And hit him with that.
oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to go with the beatbox because Kendrick said it, you know?
I'm gonna hit him with the big bop, bop, big bop, bam. That type of stuff you put in
There you go.
I hope you understand. This is the type of stuff I hope you understand. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out, thinkers. We will see you next week for more mind-bending theories. Until then, stay curious and remember the universe is full of possibilities. Thank you all for being here. That's the end of Theory Thursday, but it's not the end of my stream.